Um,
Hey guys, so as you can tell by the title, I wanted to do a special stream for Alan Rickman because today is his birthday. He would have been 75, which is kind of mind blowing that he died 5 years ago. But yeah, so I don't know if Michelle was supposed to join us. I don't know if she's coming or not. But well, we do have Lorna here. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm just Lorna from Nottingham, and I'm a moderator on some channels.
Yeah, so this is just gonna be a nice short little video. We all if okay, so I'm just gonna throw this out here right now because I was talking to some people at work and they don't know who Alan is. If you guys do not know who Alan Rickman is, Alan Rickman was an actor from, what did I just say he was from? He was from Hammer or something. I literally just looked it up.
Yeah, Harry Potter.
Yeah, Hammersmith, London. He's from Hammersmith, London, and he is most known for Severus Snape in the Harry Potter franchise. He also was Hans something. I don't remember his last name, but he was the bad guy in Die Hard. Except Lorna, you saw him in, what was it again?
Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, with Kevin Costner.
Oh, okay. Michelle's coming, but yeah. So it's just gonna be like a chill. I mean, I'm like everybody else. I first saw him in Harry Potter. Like, I'm pretty sure everybody here in America has first saw him in Harry Potter or Die Hard. Is one of those two, not something like Robin Hood. But yeah, I didn't like Snape at first. But yeah. So, oh, look who decided to join. Hi, Michelle.
Ah, it's Michelle. Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
Sorry.
So,
I just got done with dinner and I was trying to help my brother put stuff away and do the dishes.
oh, what'd you have for dinner?
We had baked chicken, mashed potatoes, carrots, and green beans.
Ooh, yum. Okay, so Michelle, do you know who Alan Rickman is?
What?
Do you know who Alan Rickman is?
Yes.
Okay,
Harry Potter.
good.
Remember we talked about this for like half an hour.
Yeah, but you got me and you who know him from like Harry Potter and Die Hard, and Miss Lorna up in here with us knows him from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, which is came after Die Hard but before Harry Potter. So like we're over here being basic while she's over here knowing actually things that he's been in. So I'm like holding my mic, so sorry if you hear a whole bunch of extra background because I didn't feel like getting that whole thing set up. But Lorna said it's like 1 a.m. over in England right now, so I give her props for hanging out with us tonight.
No problem.
Wrong button. Okay, there we go. See, I'm holding my mic. That's why I was gonna keep my camera off. But oh well. Lorna, you're more than welcome to keep your camera off. It's completely up to you. But and I also, just to show you how basic I am, I literally dug up all of my Harry Potter stuff. I might have to set up the thing to hold the mic, because and I had forgotten how much Harry Potter crap I have. I completely forgot. And it's kind of sad, but most of them are wands. Lorna, did you ever go see, if I'm correct, hang on. There we go. I'm gonna unplug that for a minute while I go get the thing for my mic. But did you ever go? Because I know they have like a whole exhibit for Harry Potter in England. Did you ever go and see that?
Sadly, not yet.
I want to go so bad, like really, really bad.
Oh dear.
I just want to go to England in general. I'm not gonna lie. I just want to come to England in general. I feel like it's a really cool country and probably better than America is right now. I'm not gonna lie. So, I mean, Michelle, you're gonna disagree? I mean, we're getting better. better.
Yeah.
It is getting better. I'm trying to see.
I have to admit though, I think England's like a little too cold for me. So I think if I had to choose a country that like be like, okay, you're getting, you can't be in America anymore. You have to pick another country. I'd probably pick Canada because it's the most similar to us.
That's even colder. I low key would probably choose England if I couldn't go back to Russia. I'd probably choose England because I don't know. I just someone at work today asked me if I was from England, and I'm like, no, I'm not. He's like, you have an accent. I was like, I do. I'm like, I'm so flattered. I sound sophisticated enough to be from England. The only reason why I do accents is because I copy Jodie Whittaker all the time in Doctor Who. Why won't this go in? Oh, I'm putting it. Wow, I'm so stupid. Sorry.
Do you do this thing like where? Because I do this thing sometimes where I will watch things where if someone has an accent, or if I just hear a voice that I gravitate towards, that I will start doing that voice or doing that accent.
Oh, I'm the same way. I started my doing my and Lonnie, you're more than welcome to criticize my accent if you want to. I know it's probably not the best compared to what you probably have heard, but I think mine sounds a little too proper to be from like Southern England, but it's like I don't even know. It started with like Harry Potter. I was mimicking accents from Harry Potter, and then I started copying Jodie Whittaker in Doctor Who, and then
she's from Manchester.
Hey, there we go. Okay, so if somebody asks, I can be like, oh, I'm from Manchester. I met somebody from Kent. I think Kent's like far south, right?
Oh yes, that's as far south.
Yeah. So I have a whole little notebook of like I have my like this is gonna be a new setup for my mic because I've never tried it like this. If it works, then yay. If not, oh well. But okay, there you go. But yeah, that's what I love about working at Disney. I was surprised of the number of people from England I met at Disney, but the only thing I've ever gone to was the Universal World of Harry Potter, and that's where I got a majority of this crap. But yeah, but it's I hate that. My parents.
I think
what? Go ahead.
Sorry, I was going to say I think the difference between the Harry Potter world and America is that the Harry Potter in near London holds film used props, and the train is the original train that it can still be used. It's still in use. So I think that's probably but it looks really, really good.
That, and I also believe that you guys they still have like major pieces of the set still standing for like the people can go walk through. Like I know they have the Great Hall still standing. I'm not sure about. I feel like there's another part of Hogwarts that they have still standing, but I know the Great Hall is still standing.
Yeah, the bridge.
Which bridge?
The wooden bridge.
Oh, okay, the one that they blew up in the last movie.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, the big wooden covered bridge.
Oh, I thought that was okay. Well, there you go.
That's there, and you can walk across it.
Oh, I'd take so many pictures. I really would. But it's who's your favorite character? If you mind me asking, who's your favorite character?
I think Professor Snape.
Y'all probably be surprised when you find out mine, because it's odd. It's different. But Michelle, who's yours?
For me, it's gotta be Hermione or no, or
you're gonna.
I really like Dobby. When Dobby died, that just like
see, I'm the kind of monster who I wasn't sad when Dobby died. It didn't make me cry. It's bad. I know. I cried more at Cedric's death when Harry comes back and he's like saying he's back. That part made me cry. I don't know why, but it did. But my favorite character is Bellatrix Lestrange because I
knew it. I knew it.
Excuse me. I have both her wands. I have the curved one, which is in here, which I'm kind of mad that the casing, it's not really protected, but I have her curved one. As I did have. I have her curved one, and then I also have this one, which is in a more. See, I have like so many. It's so bad how many wands I have. And then I have the one she had after she lost her wand to Ron. I think took her wand. So, quite frankly, I like this one better because it's more comfy to hold. But that's just me. But some of these wands, they don't come in very safe, like protective. Like it's just like what's plastic with felt on it. It's not very like protected. Unlike my Draco and Snape wand, which actually Snape was my first wand that I ever got because I love him, and everyone's like, oh, he's an awful teacher. He's not an awful teacher, okay? He's actually a very good teacher, and he's a
little stern, but yes, he is a good teacher.
Yes, he's strict, but this is like it's soft on the inside, and I don't feel bad about leaving my wand in here. And this is my Snape wand. I love his handle. I love his handle so much. But yeah, it's this. He was my. I don't know why before, because my first memory of Harry Potter is seeing the Prisoner of Azkaban, not Prisoner of Azkaban, the Philosopher's Stone, in theaters, and I was 5 at the time. Hey, Jeffrey. So my dad took a 5-year-old to see the Philosopher's Stone, and yes, I do call it the Philosopher's Stone, even though here in America it's the Sorcerer's Stone. To me, it's the Philosopher's Stone because that's the original name of it. But anyway, and so I just remember hiding my face in my dad's shirt because I did not like Quirrell's 2 faces on his head. That freaked me out, and I hated Harry Potter after that until my brother showed me Order the Phoenix, and then I was like, oh, this isn't that bad. And then I fell in love with Bellatrix Lestrange because she was just having so much fun. And also, did you know Helen Bonham Carter? She ruptured Matt Lewis's eardrum during Order the Phoenix because she was taking her wand. Yeah, she kept doing like this, and then it went into his ear and ruptured his eardrum. And when Helena found out, she felt so bad. She throughout the rest of the filming of the movie, she kept apologizing to him. And she even offered, like, if you need surgery or if you need anything to fix your eardrum, she'll pay for it because she felt so bad. This thing's like flying all over the place. That and
it's like that story. It's like that story you told me about how she was so excited to do that torture scene with.
I was just about to talk about that. Yeah.
And then
afterwards, so Lorna, you may not know this, but this will show y'all how much I am obsessed with Harry Potter. And I dug through YouTube to find this interview of both Emma and Helena talking about the torture scene that they had to film in Deathly Hallows Part 1. And Emma Watson was really nervous about doing it because having to reach that kind of like emotional depth as an actor is very hard to do. And I couldn't imagine. I can make myself cry on command, but I can't go like that deep. Like I can make tears come out, but I can't go sobbing. And so she had gone to Helena and was like, "Hey, I'm really nervous about filming this." And so they went to the director and they told him, "Hey," and they told the director the concerns. I think it was David Yates at the time. Correct me if I'm wrong, but then he ended up setting up multiple camera angles, so they only had to film it once. And as soon as he yelled action. Helena climbed on top of Emma, and she looks down at her. She's like, "You ready?" And Emma just shook her head because she wasn't. And then they did the scene, and as soon as Helena heard him yell "cut," she jumped right off of her, and like just yanked her up and like embraced her, trying to calm her down because she was still crying, and which understandable because I don't know why, but that's just one of my favorite scenes because it's like because of the emotion that they had to do. But yeah, that and what else? I know in the Philosopher's Stone, when they're coming back in, I'm just going to start pointing out all of the mess ups that they've done. After they meet Fluffy for the first time, when they go through the portrait if you pay attention to the bottom of the portrait, you can see feet underneath it, the lighting of somebody pushing it closed.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, so next time you watch The Philosopher's Stone, make sure y'all check that out. But
Will do.
And I love that there aren't that many bloopers of Alan Rickman of Harry Potter, because he takes he took his job very seriously, which is great. But
okay, there was like one time I know of where him and Dumbledore put a farting machine in Harry Potter's sleeping bag.
Mm-hmm, yep. And even Alan Rickman couldn't keep it together. He just started laughing, and to see him in the full Snape getup laughing, it's very weird. Also, I got this wand today, and no, the wands on Amazon are actually pretty good for the prices. I don't know why I impulsively bought this one, but $5 if anybody can tell me whose wand this is.
Harry Potter?
No, I will Venmo whoever can tell me whose wand this. Huh? It's 12 inches, hawthorn with unicorn hair. That shows you how much I know Harry Potter. And it
Hermione?
No, it's not. It's okay. He's a bad guy, I guess you could say, but he is a student.
Malfoy.
Right.
Yes, correct, Lorna. This is I don't know why I don't really like Draco, but I impulsively bought his wand, and so I'm probably gonna end up buying every wand on Amazon, because this was $37, and that's not that bad for a Harry Potter wand. Whereas this Bellatrix one was like $57, but this one was like $70-something, because you can't buy this one anymore. Anytime you want a Bellatrix wand, you're gonna get the straight one. So they don't really sell the curved one anymore. And I'm like, I don't know why, because that's more iconic to her.
Just out of interest, the Malfoy mansion, the actual building, is just up the road from me.
No, oh my gosh.
Really?
I'd be going out there taking photos, like doing photo shoots every day in all my different Harry Potter costumes. Oh, that's so. See, that's another reason why, because there's so many places in England where you can go where they film this movie, and it's unreal.
We go there on a regular basis.
Somebody live in that house?
No, not anymore.
Oh, no one lives in it?
No, it's a National Trust property.
Oh.
So it's open to the public.
Oh, I wonder why.
And ever since I was a girl, we've always gone there just for a day out.
Is it just the outside, or is it the inside too?
The inside as well.
Oh, okay. So like the entire Malfoy Manor is that house?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, that is so cool.
The inside isn't the bit that they filmed, though.
I'm sorry, what?
The inside isn't the same, because I think the inside was filmed at somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
Just the outside that they used.
I'm trying to get this thing out so I can put all this crap, because I had to dig in my attic to find these ones. Oh my gosh, why can't I get this? Okay, people, I have so much, so many containers under my bed right now. There we go. Yeah, y'all gonna be hearing everything because I don't have the little fluff ball on the mic. But and then I have my own wand.
The real Hardwick Hall doesn't have the coned tops.
The real. Did you say the real Hardwick Hall?
Hardwick Hall, it's called.
Wait, where in Malfoy Manor?
Yeah.
Oh, so Hardwick Hall is what the actual building is called?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Hardwick.
Do y'all know what your houses are or no?
Sorry?
Your house.
Oh, I'm Ravenclaw.
Michelle?
I'm a Hufflepuff.
I can totally see you being a Hufflepuff. But Michelle, do you know mine? I think you should know mine because I've said it multiple times.
Slytherin.
No, I am a Gryffindor,
No,
actually.
Gryffindor. Sorry.
Yeah, no,
I was thinking of Bellatrix.
No, see, what's actually funny about that is that what was I saying? Is that my character personality, like the personality I have, matches Bellatrix Lestrange, which is odd. I'm cunning, but I have the nicks that if you touch them, I go crazy, which is true. But I'm like, how can I have the personality of Bellatrix and be a Gryffindor? Those two don't mix. But Michelle, did you ever watch the Cursed Child that I sent you?
No, I hadn't gotten a chance. I've been busy around the house.
My teachers told me I can do a scene from the Cursed Child as my directing final. So it's a good thing I pulled these wands because I'm gonna need some people to play some characters because for the scene I want to do, I need 4 or 5 people. I don't know, either that or I'm just gonna do a scene from Wicked. I'm not sure yet, but yeah, I'm excited that he said yes. I emailed him like a week ago and he's just now getting back to me. But yeah, so that's and then I have my little wand I got from the wand experience that I did, which was cool, I guess. It's like it's better if you go and it's your first time for you to do it and then watch somebody else do it because it's not as magical, I guess. But the guy I went throughout the entire week, and me and my friend Kyle went down and we did it, and he picked both of us out of like 15 people, I think, and so he was like we didn't do as many of like little things they do around the room, but we each did one, and then he ended up taking our wands and switching them, and then the whole music played and everything, and he's like interesting, and then he like goes on to saying like, oh, how these wands are interlocked with one another, they rely on each other, they trust each other, and blah blah blah. And I look at Kyle, I'm like, you know we gotta buy these wands now, right? Because it describes our friendship perfectly. And he's like, yeah, we gotta buy them. The only problem is, and it's an interactive one, which I can go around and do the little spells, which you get a little map of all the different spells that you can do around Hogsmeade and Hogwarts and all that. But yeah, the interactive ones are like 75 and the regular ones are like 50. So I have 2 Snape wands. I have an interactive one and a non. I want to get McGonagall's wand. I still need to get McGonagall's wand. And I found my Marauders map too, which I'm kind of mad that because it has a giant ink stain on it. But other than that, and I need to get new Hogwarts robes. I lost my Hogwarts robes. They don't fit me anymore, so I gotta get new ones, which sucks. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know anything else.
To be honest, like I don't recognize like people's wands and everything very very often. See, you I recognize the wand. I'm like, oh, I somewhat recognize that, but I couldn't remember whose it was.
You couldn't tell who, yeah. So I feel like with some of the wands, like with Bellatrix's original one, how it's bent, I think you can easily a better example would be Voldemort's wand. When you see that wand, you know it's his because it's white and has a weird looking claw. Bellatrix is the only one that looks like a nail, like an extent because Helen Bonham Carter actually had input on her wand design and on her costumes because she's done witches before, and she said, and I quote, "This time I want to be sexy." And so she had a big input on the costume and on the wand because she wanted her wand to be like an extension of her nails. Because if you look at her nails, they're all like ratchet and whatnot. And also, she wanted messed up teeth. So because for some reason, I don't remember why she said it. She said, "All I wanted were messed up teeth, and I wanted to look like I was insane." And I think she did a pretty good job. Also, I've been mispronouncing Malfoy's mother name for the longest time. Apparently, it's Narcissa, like narcissist. I just learned that on Thursday that it is Narcissa and not Narissa. I've been saying Narissa for the longest time. But did you all see the announcement that Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is being made into a movie?
Yeah, you told me about that. Mm-hmm. Did you ever find that audition place?
No, I did not. I'm so mad. I want to play Bellatrix's daughter so bad. I feel like I'd be really good at it. And also, I'm pretty sure they already have it casted, but a lot of fans are not happy about it. They don't want it to be made into a movie, which, in hindsight, I kind of understand because Snape makes an appearance in the movie. In the play. So to see somebody else playing Snape is going to be odd, unless it's like one of the ones. Like,
if it's not the original cast, I don't want it. I'm sorry. I'm just like, no.
Here's my thing. I looked at interviews and stuff, and none of the original cast want to be known for Harry Potter. They don't want to go back to a world that they don't want to be known for. I'm just thinking, okay, Rupert, Emma, and Daniel, y'all gonna, no matter what movie you do after this, you're always gonna be known as Hermione, Ron, and Harry. That's who you are to people of our generation. And there's like nothing you can do about it. Same with Maggie Smith's probably a different story because she's done a lot more other than McGonagall. She's mainly known for Downton Abbey, which is a really good show. I love Downton Abbey.
You wouldn't believe what Dame Maggie Smith has done. It's phenomenal.
Let's see. Let's
She's
one of our darlings, if you like.
The youngest I've seen her in a movie was what was it? In Camelot, I believe, was the youngest I've seen her in a movie.
Oh my gosh, she's done so much.
She's just
okay. Let's see. I'm gonna see that like the earliest thing I saw her in. The earliest thing I saw her in was I'm like literally going through her IMDb right now and looking. Oh, she was in Othello. Oh, I love Othello. It's one of my favorite ancient plays. All of them.
It's like Dame Judi Dench as well, who does the voice for Spaceship Earth.
She was in Sister Act. Did not know that.
Oh yeah,
wow.
she
the first thing I ever saw her in was in Harry Potter.
That's what I knew her from before Harry Potter. That's what I knew her from was Sister Act.
When did? Hang on. Wait. She's been doing Downton Abbey longer though, I thought. Or did Downton Abbey come after the first Harry Potter? Oh yeah, wait.
After.
2010. Yeah. Really? Wow.
And I've never even watched Downton Abbey, and I know this.
Oh, I love it. I adore, Lorna's gonna love this. I watch BBC America like repeatedly. There were so many shows that are in England that are so much better. Like all the basic ones like Sherlock, Downton Abbey, Doctor Who, they're all so fantastic. I'm like, this is one of the reasons why I want to go to England because y'all have better TV than us. Like, in all seriousness. And,
I think we might disagree with you on that one.
Why you like? Do you like American TV better? Because I mean, all we have over here is swearing, nudity, and violence. So,
I think we get the best of America.
Yeah, well, yeah. You probably you don't. They show you all the highlights of America, not really what. They don't show you what America's truly like. And that's probably a good thing.
Okay, so I have to be honest. So I recently came across the British version of Shameless. I don't know if this version came around before the American version. It did. Okay.
I can see my mic.
So. Wait, I've gotten up to because it was like on their limited time on Amazon Prime, so I was able to watch it to a certain extent. And honestly, based on what I've seen, I like the British version of Shameless a lot better than the American version. But and I know people are probably going to be upset about this, but I've seen a little bit of the British Office, and I have to be honest, I like the American Office a lot better.
Yeah, I watched the British version of The Office, and I'm like, I applaud them for trying, but I mean, without the if I guarantee you, if Steve Carell went over to England and was in that, people would love it. I feel like it's just because people in America are used to those characters like Pam and all of them, that when they see it with other people, they're like, ew. They don't even give it a chance, and I did. I watched I think 4 or 5 episodes.
I've seen a few episodes of the British Office, and I can't really connect to it. I'm just like,
Okay,
well,
so
the Office started in Britain first.
Yes, it started in Britain first, then came to America.
We sent it over to you.
Yep, just like we had.
It's probably a translation difference.
Just like how with which I think many people don't know is that America tried to do a American version of Doctor Who. It lasted one Doctor, and they erased it all from history. You can't find anything about the American Doctor because they're like, this is awful. This is garbage.
A good thing.
It's probably a good thing about the Doctor Who that's just.
It has to you can't
explain it. It's kitsch. It's
so like it's okay
British,
like with
it's kitsch. It's just us.
Yeah, so like it's great to have like American characters like Jack Harkness is American.
Yeah.
And but like to have one like, and you can even have an American companion, but the Doctor alone always has to be British. I mean, you can be American but trying to do a British accent, but it doesn't sound authentic because apparently when and I was just told this, my friend Taylor, who's an actress in school, she told me that apparently when Americans try to do British accents, there are certain things that we do like with our head or like ways we say words that you can tell that it's fake. But like I feel like with those, unless you can like not do that, it's like I don't know if we'll be able to tell, but I feel like people in England will easily be able to tell, oh, they're from America, they're American. But
oh yeah, we can pick it up mostly.
Yeah, so it's
something interesting is that British people can actually do really good Southern accents.
Yeah,
like you have to think about what was her name? The lady from Gone with the Wind. She was actually British, and
Emily Blunt. Yeah, Emily Blunt.
Yeah. Oh, we can do really good Southern accents.
Oh my God, that's so weird. She's from London. She's from London. She's married to John Krasinski. Really? I did not know that. Okay, so if you look up Audrey Hepburn, it says she's a British actress, but she's from. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry for anybody. If you guys are watching from Belgium, I'm so sorry that I mispronounced this, but Excellis, Belgium. So how is she British if she's from Belgium? Unless Belgium is like in the UK, which I'm pretty sure it's not.
No, definitely not.
Well, granted, I thought Berlin was its own country until like a few years ago, which is very sad.
Maybe she was born over there to British parents. I don't know.
Probably that could be it, but
just a guess.
Yeah, but I don't know why, but I feel like we know more. Like I know more British actors than I know American actors. Like a lot of the ones I usually talk about are from England of some kind.
Like it's interesting. I saw this video of where they were doing this thing where they were trying to figure out what actor is actually British or American, and there were some on there. I can't remember at the moment, but there were some on there. I was like, that person's British. That's like I thought they were American. And like, nope.
Hugh Laurie in House.
Who?
Hugh Laurie in House.
Mhm. Like I was shocked to find out he was British. I was shocked.
Wait, who's
He's as British as you can get.
Wait, but who is he? What has he been in?
House.
Oh, House. Wow, I'm so dumb. Oh wait, the main guy, right? The main Dr. House dude, the main character of House, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I knew he was British. I don't know how, but like I'm trying to think of somebody who I did not know. I guess I'd have to. No, not really Emily Blunt. I don't really know.
And like that like the what's his name? I am terrible with names.
Okay,
seriously.
well, say some stuff that he's been in.
But the 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh gosh, what is his name? Hang on, he was in Once Upon a Time. He played Graham. What is his name?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know that one.
I'm so sad. I'm so sad. I'm looking this up. I feel like I'm gonna feel so stupid when I see his name. Jamie Dorman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamie. Oh, Rita Ora was in it. What? I love Rita Ora. Hang on.
Like I said, I'm at times terrible with names.
You know, if you tell me like some things that they've been in, I usually can point them out. British actors you didn't know.
The actress that plays Rose in Titanic.
Kate Winslow, I think it is.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
Winslet. 40 actors you probably didn't know were British. This is gonna be fun. Henry Cavill. Don't know who that is.
Never heard of him.
Superman. The guy who played he did Superman in the new Justice League movie.
No.
Christian Bale, who Charlie Hunnam? James McAvoy. Oh, you come on, let's be real. Everyone knows James McAvoy's from England. Like,
oh, he's James McAvoy, yeah.
Yeah. Obviously Tom Holland. Tom Hardy. Who the heck is Tom Hardy? Sacha Baron Cohen from Les Miserables.
Oh, Sacha Baron Cohen. Oh God.
No, I remember. I think the first thing I ever saw Sacha in was Talladega Nights, and he was like some French guy. Oh my gosh, I loved it. Like he did such a great job. Henry Golding.
An idiot.
What?
I'm coming for you, Ricky Bobby.
Oh my gosh, I love that you know that movie. Oh my gosh, I love that you know that movie. Because a lot of people don't. They'll be like, what? Okay,
it's been a while since I've seen that movie, but I remember him doing I am coming for you, Ricky Bobby. I want to go fast!
Oh my god. Kevin McKidd from Grey's Anatomy, I did not know.
No.
Okay, Andrew Garfield, I knew. We don't speak of him as Spider-Man because he did not do good as Spider-Man, in my opinion. Tobey Maguire is my Spider-Man, and he will forever be my Spider-Man. Dominic.
Tobey Maguire is my second Spider-Man. I really like Tom Holland.
Tom Holland does a great job. It's just like I grew up with Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man, so he's the only one. I really hope the rumors of this like multiverse Spider-Man with Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire, and Andrew Garfield. I really hope this movie's real, because if it is, I'm gonna like as soon as I see Tobey Maguire in that Spider-Man costume, I'm gonna cry, because it's like that was I still have the VHS of that movie.
You know what a VHS is?
Yeah, I know what a VHS. I know what a floppy disk is. That shows you how old I am. I know what a floppy disk. No, I know what a floppy disk is. I know. Oh, I remember. Oh, that god awful sound. That's the start up the computer. The
dial up.
Dial up. Yeah, that's what it was called. Oh, here. This will show you exactly. Kind of give you a good idea how old I am. I'm gonna show you my first phone.
A flip phone?
No, it was not a flip phone.
I had a flip phone.
Nope. You're okay, and feel free to laugh when you see this.
Is it a brick phone?
What?
Is it a brick phone?
I have so what y'all don't know, what y'all can't see, that I have a hairdryer box filled with old cell phones. Like, I love collecting cell phones so much. Like, I have, let's see, 1, 2, I'm literally about to count these real quick. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
Oh, good grief.
20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 cell phones that all
I think
still
I
work.
owned about 6.
See, no, a lot of them I get from people. People give them to me because they know I like old phones. But this was my first cell phone. It is probably because my parents were worried about me going on the internet and stuff, so I hated it, but I had it for about 2 years, and then
honey,
I
you
had
got to
this
see
sucker.
my old phone.
And then I had this little sucker this one was by far one of my favorite phones I had. I lost the stylus though, but I felt so high tech when I got this one. But yeah,
my first phone was analog.
Oh, and then I have
and it
the classic
really was a
Razr.
brick. Oh, I had a Razr.
Okay, but this phone is probably my most. It's in a separate box because it's my price. It's probably my rarest phone I have. It is called a Microsoft Kin 1, and it is the cutest thing ever. I wish I had this phone when I was little. Look how cute that is. It's so tiny.
Oh,
I would have loved it. This was the kind of phone that Arya had in Pretty Little Liars in season 1. So that's why it's in a separate box because you can't. This phone's really hard to find on eBay. But yeah,
I
a
had
lot
a
of them
pager before my phone.
I never had a page. I had a Palm Pilot. Yep, laugh it up. I had a Palm Pilot.
So
I had what else? Tamagotchis. I remember. Oh my god, Furbies. I hated Furbies. Those things are evil. Like, I will die before I let my kid have a Furby. That thing gave me nightmares because if you don't feed it, it's not gonna shut up.
I'm that old. I remember the world before mobile phones.
I don't really. I mean, I remember them cell phones existing, but I just don't remember them being as big of a deal.
No, I remember the world before they were even existed.
I know how to use a typewriter, and I'm actually pretty good. I'm pretty good on a typewriter. I'm actually pretty fast on it if I don't make mistakes. But what else? Let me see. I'm gonna look up old. I don't know old.
Now, I can't remember if I had a fur baby or whatever, but I know I had Beanie Babies.
Oh yeah, I still have a cassette. Oh, cassette tapes. I remember cassette tapes.
Oh, I got loads of those.
Rotary phones. Wow,
yep,
CDs,
had one of those
floppy
when I was
disks.
a kid.
Huh?
Yeah, I had a rotary phone when I was a kid.
I had a Walkman when I was younger.
Oh yeah, Walkman. Good grief.
Projectors, I remember those. VHS tapes. If you ask me what VHS, I think it's like video. I don't know. I don't know what VHS stands for. Alexa, what does VHS stand for?
I don't know.
VHS stands for Video Home System. By the way,
there you go.
I'm also pretty good at math. See if you can stump me with questions like, what is 21% of 42?
Okay. Video home system is what it's called. Huh?
Okay.
It's a video home system. What the heck is this? Daisy wheel and dot matrix printer. Oh my god.
Oh yes, God, yeah, I remember dot
Game
matrix.
Boys. Oh, Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Polaroids are coming back. Like, I love that all this technology is coming back. Like, they're bringing it back.
Have a look for ZX Spectrum. Sinclair ZX Spectrum.
There we go. Oh my god, what is this thing?
It was the first commercially available computer.
Oh wow.
I had one.
Oh
Do you know what memory it had? 48K.
That's nothing though. Oh my god, that is so
I know.
bad.
Tell me about it.
Oh my gosh.
That was my first ever computer.
Oh wait, let's see how much they are on how much they go for on eBay.
I've got one in the loft.
Oh wow. Okay, so they're about like $40.
Yeah, they're about £100 here.
Oh. What's that equal to?
I think it's about $125, $130.
Oh dang. I'm trying to think. Oh, let's see. What's the TV show that y'all don't think that like people of this time would know?
Sorry, you're breaking up. I can't hear. I missed that.
What is a TV show that you think that you know that people of this generation would not know? Like I can think of like an example would be oh gosh, what was it called? Hang on, it's like a freakishly long title. It was on JetX.
The Professionals.
Sounds familiar. No, what was it?
It was a British police drama.
I'm trying to remember this.
It's difficult because that's a British one. May not have gone over to the States. I doubt it.
I'm trying to think. Oh wait, is this it? Okay, here we go. Ready? This is like a huge mouthful. Super Robot Monkey Team Hyper Force Go.
That sounds familiar.
Nope.
I can't remember what it's called, but it sounds familiar.
It's literally like a red, a yellow, a blue, a green, and a black monkey and a kid, and they have like powers or something. That and Get Ed was another show that I watched when I was little. Metabots is another one. Which Metabots was actually a low-key pretty good show because it was just like the theme song was really good and catchy.
Digimon?
I love Digimon. I remember watching I remember watching the movie in theaters. It came out in theaters for like 2 days only, and like my mom took me to see it and I loved it. It was and what else? I had another show. Oh, Doggy Daycare. I showed it to Kyle and Ariel, and they were dying because the animation is so weird. I'm like, why did I you go back and watch these shows? Like, why did I watch these? But then you go and watch shows like Kim Possible, and you're like, yes, that's much better.
Mm-hmm.
But do you guys have Kim Possible in the UK?
Yeah.
Is it the same voice actors? Because I know it's like some cartoons you'll have.
I've not watched it before.
Oh, it's good. It's one of those shows that you think it's for children, but let's be real, it's not. Like I can guarantee you, I'll be like 35. I'll have a daughter, and I'll show her Kim Possible, and I will sit there on the couch with her, and I'll watch Kim Possible with her because it was such a fun show to watch.
No, I never watched it, as I say, because it's it was, well, I wasn't young at the time. I was old by then.
Was there any shows during that time period that had the Disney Channel shows where it had a British voice actor instead of an American?
We never ever had any American Disney shows.
Really? That's wow.
No, never ever. So we never heard of the Disney. What's it? The
Disney Channel?
Oh no, definitely no Disney Channel. Disney Club.
Oh, Disney Plus?
No, the children's channel.
Oh, I know. I can't remember what it's called. I know what you're talking about. It's like a special club for kids who like Disney.
Yeah, Disney Club, whatever. Mickey Club or something.
I think it was the Disney Clubhouse or something like that. I don't know.
Something like that. We didn't have that. Never heard of Nickelodeon.
Can you imagine Mickey Mouse with a British accent?
Oh, I know somebody who can do it.
Actually.
I know somebody who can do Mickey's voice, and I can get him to do it with a British accent. Because he'll yell at me in Mickey's voice, and I just start laughing because it's just so funny. it's so bad. Oh my gosh, it is so bad.
In the UK, when I was a girl, we only had 4 TV channels. in the 1980s. I know,
my God.
terrible.
I love Michelle's reaction to that.
Even 4 TV shows? What?
But
No, they weren't cable. We didn't have cable.
All right, Lorna, here's an actress I want to know see if you know. If you do, I will give you all the props in the world. Have you ever heard of Willemijn Verkijk?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Michelle, I've talked about her several times. She's played Alphaba in 3 different languages in like 7 different countries.
Okay.
Played what?
Alphaba
from Wicked. She is like, other than Idina Menzel, she is Alphaba. Like, she is the whole embodiment. Like, she can play her so well.
No, not heard of her.
I'm gonna show you a picture of her as Alphaba. Do you know what you've heard of Wicked, obviously, right?
Wicked?
Yeah.
What, the play?
Yes.
The musical? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna.
I was say, if she hasn't heard of this, I'm gonna be like, what?
No, it's. I mean, I've. Oh my God. Okay, so there's this kid I work with. I honestly wanted to slap this kid so badly, and I can't because he's mentally disabled. Because he has like a medical ban, and he has like some brain problem. But he's an innocent kid, and usually he doesn't get on my nerves. But today he was just. I wanted to slap him because I was talking with a customer when I was ringing them up, and they were from England. I can't remember what part of England they said they were from, but I was talking about like, what was I talking about? I was talking about like how I want to go to England and all this, and go see some shows in England. And they're like, oh, well, who's your favorite Broadway or your favorite theater person? And I said, oh, I like Willemijn Verkijk. And surprisingly, the wife knew who she was, but the husband's like, who? And Evan looks at me. Oh, I should not have said his name. The kid looks at me and he's like, who? And I was like, Elphaba, the Wicked Witch of the West. He straight up looks at me and he's like, who's that? And I asked him, have you seen Wizard of Oz? He's like, of course I have. He's like, it's the chick with the green skin. And he's like, that's her name? And I said, no, not in the movie, but in the show, it is. And oh my gosh, I couldn't even with him. He didn't know who Harriet Tubman was. He didn't know who Rosa Parks was. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, okay, here's an easy one. Okay, and I literally looked at him and I said it with such sass. I'm like, okay, do you know who Emma Watson is? He's like, no. And I was like, okay. And I looked at him, I was like, do you know who Donald Trump is? And he said, the orange guy who's our president. I'm like, so you know who he is? And I was like, okay. But yet you don't. I'm like, do you know who Alexander Hamilton is? And he's like, the one guy made a musical about. I was like, you do know he was a real person, right? He's like, yeah, I didn't know what he did. I was like, did you not pay attention in history class? He's like, no. And I said, well,
like,
and I'm just thinking,
look at history class. Look at the musical.
And I'm just like, well, this is our future generations, guys. Rest in peace. I completely forgot what I was supposed to be doing. Willemijn.
To be honest, Wicked is nothing major here.
That's fair. I can understand that.
It's just a small footnote, really, of a play on Theatreland.
Okay, so here's Willemijn as Elphaba. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I feel like she's just the embodiment of Elphaba, and also she has beautiful piercing blue eyes. But that's a story for a different time. But but yeah, no, I wanna like, going back to Harry Potter, I wanna meet Maggie Smith so badly before she goes. Like, all of these actors I want to meet are dying. I'm like, you guys need to stop, okay? Alan Rickman, Robin Williams, Naya Rivera, Carrie Fisher. I'm like, yo, please. Cameron Boyce, who was way too young. He was like, I think 16, and he died. He died in his sleep, I guess, which is, I guess, good because he went peacefully. Yeah, like, but he was sudden. I'm just like, oh, Chadwick needs. I'm like, oh, please stop. I'm just like, please.
What did Alan Rickman die of?
I think it was
I can't
pancreatic.
remember.
I think it was like pancreatic cancer.
Yeah.
It was like pancreatic cancer. I think that's what's taking a lot of the actors. I know Chadwick had prostate cancer. Naya Rivera drowned. I'm trying to think. Carrie Fisher had a heart attack, and then her mother died literally 2 days after her. Who is Debbie Reynolds? And if you don't know who Debbie Reynolds is, go back and watch Halloween Town.
Oh, yeah,
She's
Debbie Reynolds.
she's
Singing in
Aggie
the
Cromwell.
Rain.
Huh?
Singing in the Rain. That's how I knew her before Halloween Town. I knew her from Singing in the Rain.
No, for the number of times I've watched Halloween Town, I never knew that Debbie Reynolds was. I didn't even know who Debbie Reynolds was. I just remember knowing, hey, that woman's Aggie Cromwell. That's how I knew her. But I do remember when she passed away, Kimberly J. Brown, who played Marnie, went on and posted something about how like grief-stricken she was because she worked close and personally with Debbie Reynolds, with her for the Halloween movies, and I'm just like, oh my god. Also, why I just saw something about this Hocus Pocus movie that they're making, the new one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I'm just gonna throw that out there in the universe. If Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker, and whoever played Mary, I don't know her name, if they are not in this movie, I am not watching it.
Because I've heard they want to sign onto it. I've heard they all want to be involved.
Yeah, no. Everyone, even the guy who played the people who played Max, Danny, and Allison, they all said, "Oh hell yes, we'll drop what we're doing and we'll come back and make this." Kenny Ortega said himself, "Oh, I will direct it," because he directed the original one. And I'm like, "You got a director, you got a cast, boom, there you go." Like Disney, make it happen. Same thing with the Wicked movie that has actually been of saying that it will premiere on December 31st, 2021. A lot of people are asking, obviously, Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth, who you guys want to see cast, and I do not lie. Idina Menzel flat out said, and I quote, "Man, I want to be casted. Just like film me, use some of that CGI shit and make me look a couple years younger. I don't want anybody else doing Alphabet but me." And so she's very persistent. She wants, like, Idina wants to do Alphabet because, I mean, she may not be able to hit the notes exactly like how she would, but she wants to do it. She wants to be in this movie. So if she wants to do it, and you have the OG Alphabet right here saying, "Hey, I'll do it. Let her do it." Kristen Chenoweth, however,
what they could do, like because she can't do hit the notes like she did before. They could always just use the recording from back in the from back when she did it on Broadway. Honestly, that's what they can do.
That or like she doesn't even have to hit the note. You can do like what a lot of alphabets do is after like the 8th or 9th show, when the voice starts hurting, that's when they start doing the riffs. So like they do a high note, like they'll do a mix of different notes, so that way it's not just that high note and it doesn't strain their voice as much. So Idina could do, and she can. We all know she can riff like no tomorrow. Now she can't riff like Wilhelmine, but she can riff the note instead and like make it a low note instead of a high note. It doesn't have to be. I guarantee you, if she did it in like the lowest note possible, people would love it. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I stand by all Wicked fans when I say if Idina Menzel or Wilhelmine are not in this movie, or like if Wilhelmine's Elphaba, she needs to be Elphaba because she looks like Elphaba, and I think, and also she's played Elphaba the most out of everybody who's ever played Elphaba. Wilhelmine is the longest running Elphaba for doing over 2,000 shows, so she knows the character, and also she can riff like a goddess. My gosh, if you go on YouTube and look up Wilhelmine the Kite riffs, she can riff, and it's insane, and she can hold notes for like 30 seconds long. That's abnormal, apparently, for high notes. And it is mind-blowing what kind of notes this woman can hit. But if she's not in it, and if Idina is not in it, I'm not watching it. But like with Kristen Chenoweth, it's going to take a lot of makeup to make her look younger again. No offense to Kristen Chenoweth. It's just you can look at a picture of her and be like, okay, because she had work done on her, and Idina hasn't. So like when she does her makeup and everything, she looks like she's still the same age that she was back then.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's insane. But that's the only reason why is because they can't decide whether or not to do it on the movie or the book. So apparently they decided and they haven't announced it. So I guess either they're going to keep it a surprise or they're worried that if they announce what they're doing it based off of, there are going to be riots in the street, which there probably will be, even though I think they should do it on the book, but that's just me. But that and what didn't also this shows you how random I am. Didn't the guy who played the Greyback, didn't he die from Harry? Like he died of cancer. The guy who played Greyback in Harry Potter. Didn't he die too?
I can't remember.
I don't know. Hang on, let me see.
I don't know.
But yeah, anyway, so I have cake downstairs for Alan, so we're gonna wrap this up so I can go and eat that cake.
And now you already know this, Liz, and everything, but my favorite scene with Alan Rickman as Snape. Okay. My favorite scene is when they're supposed to be studying.
Yeah, he like pushes their head down. It's
and the part before that when he's like getting prepared to when he like adjusts his sleeves and everything. I just my favorite,
it's from
my favorite part.
Goblet of Fire. It's from Goblet of Fire when they're trying to find dates for the U-Ball. But you probably know my favorite scene, Michelle, but my favorite scene is from Prisoner of Azkaban because regardless of how much Snape hates Harry and his friends, when it comes down to facing a werewolf, I love that he just like he comes down, he says, "There you are, Potter," and as soon as he hears that growl, he pushes all three of them behind him to protect them because he is a professor and that is his job, is to protect them and teach them. And I love that he actually did that because it shows you that he's willing to do what he has to do to keep these kids safe because these kids have not been trained to handle a werewolf.
Not even. I don't think he was doing it just because like he's a teacher and it's his job and everything. I feel he actually does care about these kids. He may not always like them. He may think
not always show it. Yeah, but like
he's being very British.
That's one way. There you go. But like there's one which just kind of made me sad when I was making the footnote for the thumbnail for this video, for this stream. This quote that this is probably one of the biggest quotes that people use and affiliate with Alan Rickman because of Harry Potter and also because when I looked up Alan Rickman quotes, this was the first one that popped up. He said, "When I'm 80 years old and sitting in my rocking chair, I'll be reading Harry Potter, and my family will say to me after all this time, and I will say always." And I was like, I low key really want to get. I'm probably not here because I feel like that's gonna hurt. But I want to get the Deathly Hallows and then have all the ways like the A be the Deathly Hallows symbol in fancy font, and then I want to get Alan 1946, I think he was born, to 2016 underneath it because that's his lifespan. So that and I want to get Siva Code. Those are the only two tattoos I ever want to get.
Can I just say that if you like Alan Rickman, I would really, really, really recommend you go and you see Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. It is one of his best roles. I'm
doing great, Jeffrey.
He's awesome.
Yeah, this was supposed to be centered about Alan Rickman, but we went on a few tangents. But I'm doing great. How are you? But I think my favorite Snape line would probably have to be. Oh shoot, I don't know. Hang on. Hold up. I
believe that I think I heard somewhere that J.K. Rowling actually pulled him aside during the first movie and told him and was like Snape is in love with Lillian, with Harry Potter's mother. And told him and no one else during the first movie.
I believe that's true.
That and Alan Rickman was her first. Like as soon as she found out these were going to become movies, she literally the first person she contacted was Alan Rickman. And also Alan Rickman took a secret to the grave, and he he said, "Oh, I was." I think he said it like on Jimmy Fallon or something. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can look it up on YouTube and find it. But he was hesitant about taking it. He didn't know if he wanted to play Snape for so long because he knew if he said yes, he'd be doing this for a long time. But she had found out that he was hesitant, and she sent him like three simple words, and immediately he said yes. And not till this day, no one knows what those 3 words were. And he took that to the grave, and I'm pretty sure J.K. Rowling is gonna take that to her grave. So, like, because I have dug through the internet trying to find out what she said to him to get him to say yes, but I could not find anything. So, if y'all can find out what she said to Alan to make him say yes to Harry Potter, please let me know. But I find that amazing that he didn't say anything about it. Like he kept it.
I think he might have said something like it. Well, he knew he was gonna die, right?
I think so.
I'd have thought so, yeah.
I mean,
okay, so because I started to think that if he knew he was gonna die, that he would have said something, but you know.
Okay, well, see, I think he didn't know until Voldemort started talking about the wand and how it's not obeying him, and as someone who's as smart as Voldemort, I'm very surprised he didn't know that the fact that you have to disarm the person to get the wand. Draco disarmed Dumbledore, so I'm surprised Voldemort didn't know that. That he thought, oh, because you killed Dumbledore, the wand's gonna obey. No, dude, it's no. That and well, no, never mind. Okay, yeah. Also,
well, he probably didn't know that it was that. I don't know. I lost train of thought.
That and my friend also pointed out, because she loves trying to point out holes in the whole storyline of Harry Potter. She said, for Snape, who is so genius and such a brilliant potion person, you would think he'd always be carrying anti-venom for the snake. And I'm like, you do know Voldemort slit his throat before Nagini attacked him. Because when after he goes like that, when you look at his like lower part of his neck, blood's starting to come out. So that's why Harry was also holding his neck, because not only did Nagini attack his neck, but also he had slit his throat, and Nagini was just finishing the job. So if he hadn't slit his throat, and he probably had anti-venom on him, but he knew he wasn't going to make it because of his throat. I feel like he would have lived. That's just me. I'm literally looking at Snape quotes, trying to figure out which one I like. And I don't know. I would probably, and I hate to be that plain bitch, but I think mine would have to be the whole turn to page 394. I want that dark arts book. I'm trying to see.
Yeah, when you think of a Snape quotes, those are normally the top 2 is always and turn to page.
That and I know that entire scene very well. That and Harry Potter, our newest celebrity. Clearly, flame. What? Clearly, fame isn't everything. Oh my god. I wanted him. I wanted him to voice to be the narrator of my biographical film when I was little. I was like, if I have a movie made about me, he's gonna be the narrator. That, or I wanted him to be the narrator for because when they did the renovations for what was it called, Spaceship Earth, they said like something about getting a new voice. Alan Rickman's voice would have been perfect. I mean, I would have fallen asleep every time I read it because his voice is so soothing. Like, no, it is like, and this is like he has no children, by the way. So when his wife dies, that's gonna be the end of his family. But however, he has like brothers and sisters, I think. But like of his specific generic family, that's gonna be the end of them after his wife dies. That is if like, oh no. Even if she remarries and had a kid, it wouldn't be Alan Rickman's DNA. But I think that's kind of sad.
I think again, I keep going on about Robin Hood, but it's almost as though he was developing. That was the beginning of the role of Professor Snape in some ways in Robin Hood.
Okay, I'm about to look up Robin Hood right now.
Prince of Thieves.
He was a real bad guy in Robin Hood because I've seen it.
Yeah. But the way he talks and the way he behaves sometimes.
Okay, let's see. Amazon. Let's see how much is in on Amazon. Oh, it's $2 to rent on Amazon. Okay. Wait, is it the right one though? I need to make sure it's the right one because if it's the wrong one and I rent it, I'm gonna be mad.
Prince of Thieves.
Oh yeah, with Morgan Freeman and.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, then yeah, I got it. Sweet. Okay,
It was
I'm probably gonna watch
Morgan's
that.
first big role, I think.
Yep, I think that I believe that's the movie that made. No, it wasn't. It was no, Die Hard was first. I think. Was it?
No, I think it might have been. I don't know.
Hang on, let me look.
For Morgan Freeman. I mean, Morgan Freeman's first.
Oh yeah, with that.
Yeah.
Die Hard was
that
first.
was the year that I came to America.
Oh really? What'd you think of it?
1991.
What did you think of America?
Oh, it was heaven.
Really?
Yeah. The food, the people,
okay,
the weather.
Food, the food I understand, but like
the people, the weather, the rides, the experience. Although I was scared of seeing people with guns. That was really weird.
That's fair. That's a pretty accurate description of America. Come on over to America. It's the promised land, but we have guns.
I couldn't get used to the guns. I've never seen a gun in my life.
Oh, so we had somebody stocking our magazines. And obviously Lorna's gonna know who this person is. But I was hoping the person stocked magazines, and it was a magazine with a picture of Queen Elizabeth on the cover. And the same kid I mentioned earlier, he comes up to me. He's like, "Hey, who's the old bat?" I'm like, "You're joking, right?" And he's like, "No, who is she?" I'm like, "It's Queen Elizabeth. That's the Queen of England." And he's like, "England doesn't have a queen." I'm like, "Yes, it does. They have a parliament. They have parliament, and they have a queen."
Is this the same person from earlier?
Yes. And he's like, "Oh, so it's a dictatorship." I'm like,
"No. Is he living underneath a rock? Seriously?"
I'm like, the fact that you just said that Queen Elizabeth is a dictator is very, very bad, and you better hope there's nobody from England in this store right now, because if they ever hear you say that, they're gonna slap you. And he's like, "Wait, so who's she?" I was like, "She's the Queen of England." And he's like, "No, really?" I'm like, "No, literally, she is the queen. She makes the rules in England." He's like, "Oh, so they still have that?" And I'm like, "Yes, they have them."
She has honorary powers. She doesn't have much in the way of power.
Yeah, and I was like, I believe. I was like, yes, it's and I believe, and I actually said, I believe it's called a monarchy when you have a king and a queen. But yes, that's with the whole royal family, with everything that's going on with Prince Harry and all that. And he's like, oh, and he's like, well, I thought Queen Elizabeth died. I was like, oh, God. I'm like, just please go away. Just leave me alone. I thought I had it when he told me he didn't know who Harriet Tubman was, but the fact that you don't know who Queen Elizabeth is, come on.
Possibly one of the most famous women in the world.
Yeah, and so not even that. He even mentioned like saying that he thought I was Queen Elizabeth. I'm like, do I look like he thought I was like a descendant or a reincarnation of her because my name's Elizabeth? And I'm like, dude, I wish.
And how often do you have to work with this guy? Seriously.
Every weekend.
Every
freaking, and I'm just like, okay, you need to be educated. Like,
I would be like avoiding this guy constantly.
See, I can't. He works at customer service with me, and he will people know when I'm on the register, if he's working, don't let him bag for me because I will end up hitting him. Like like every time I ask somebody, "Oh, can I see your ID for alcohol?" He takes it. He's like, "Oh, here you go," and he because he has his ID right here, and he does it every time, and it's so annoying. And it got to the point where I'm like, if you do that one more time, I'm taking your phone and I'm throwing it across the store. And then another time I was bringing in carts, and he stuck his foot out as like a joke. I'm like, one day I'm actually gonna hit your foot, and then I'm gonna fall on the floor, and I'm gonna be laughing my butt off. He's like, "Oh, if you laugh at me, I'm gonna hit you." I was like, "You lay a finger on me, I'll put you in the hospital," because it's out of self-defense, because he said he'd hit me first. So, and also because he's a dude, so no matter what I do, like I'm not at fault. And then one day he was like, he was talking to one of my other coworkers, And I walked over and I was looking for paper towels. And when I bent down to get the paper towels, he said something. And I was like, oh, poor baby, because he's overly dramatic sometimes. And I was like, oh, poor baby, your life must be so tough. And then I left. And then he flat out told this other associate, sometimes I just want to beat her. And I'm like, that's a threat. I'm just saying that. She comes over to me, she tells me this. I'm like, that's a threat. That's actually like harassment. Like I can like report him for that. And Publix won't fire him because he's Publix refuses to fire him.
Boss would be like, can you please keep this person away from me?
No, and so many people have complained about him. But here's the thing: Publix won't fire him because he's special needs, and it will make the company look bad if they fire him. And so, and I was telling one of my supervisors, I was like, one day you tell me when I can make this kid cry and I can make him quit. And Dante's like, I'll keep that in mind. What? I thought somebody was calling me. And he's like, he's like, okay, I'll keep that in mind. And I'm just like, I'm this close. And the day is when it's my last day, I'm gonna make sure he's working on my last day. As soon as I punch out, I'm gonna go straight up to him. I'm gonna be like, I wish you the best of luck because you're not gonna survive in this world. His parents spoil him, and when I say spoil, they don't discipline him at all. They buy him anything he wants. He doesn't need to pay for anything, and he's almost 18. Granted, I didn't have to pay for anything too, but I still wanted to have some form of responsibility. He has none of that. Okay, he's not gonna make it in this world if he doesn't start learning how to take care of himself. Because you can give him the simplest job, which is standing at the front of the store and wiping down carts. Within 2 hours, he's moaning, complaining, like, "Oh, it's just so hard. I can't do it." Dude, you're not gonna make it in this world. You're gonna be living on the street because he has no siblings. So once his parents die, he's on his own. Anyway, so yeah, that felt so good to get that off my chest. Oh my god, that felt like so good. Whew, okay.
Therapy.
No, see, this is why I'm glad he doesn't watch my YouTube videos because, you know what? Screw it. I'm off the clock. I'm not on the clock. So if he sees this and he gets offended, go cry to mommy. Go be like Draco Malfoy and go cry to mommy and daddy. Have them fix it for you. And knowing his parents, I guarantee you that they'd be like, "Oh, you need to fire her because she's being rude to my son," and then I would get fired if they did that. And I've met his mother. His mother's a very sweet woman, and she doesn't look like she could be like very strict with him. She looks like one of those moms who you assume would be very, very sweet, and she is. She's a very sweet woman. But I'm just thinking, lady, you need to discipline him. Okay, make him pay for his cell phone bill. Make him pay for these Beats headphones because I swear every weekend he comes in with something new. And he's so nosy. Like I was doing my homework today, right? On my paper, and my friend got me this for my birthday. It's the Grimmery book that I've been looking for, and so I was looking through it and I was reading it. And I was taking notes because I need quotes for my paper. And he comes over my shoulder. And he's like, "Oh, what are you doing?" I was like, "I'm doing homework. Can you go away?" And after I finished my work, I started watching. I think it was like Prisoner of Azkaban. I don't know. I was watching something Harry Potter related. And like before I know it, I feel someone hovering, and I look, he's hovering over my shoulder watching it, and I'm like, "Dude, can you F off?" And he's like, "Well, I want to watch it." I was like, "Well, then go buy the movie yourself, okay?" And so then I gathered up my stuff and I went and sat in the other room because he's so nosy. Like if you and I were in the break room and I was showing you a picture, he would come over and like be like all up in his business. So literally me and a few coworkers, I'm not gonna say who because I don't want them to get in trouble. Me and like 4 or 5 other coworkers we have this group chat now that we can complain about other like anything work related. So if we had a bad encounter with the customer, if we're having problems with it, we can just complain and be there like and just listen to each other complain. It's great. And it was supposed to be a group chat about this one associate because all of us, everyone who's in this chat, cannot stand this associate. And then I got the suggestion about making it more about the company in general. And so that way, if somebody finds out about it, we won't get in trouble because it would be off the clock technically. But I'm like, you know what? Nah, if he finds out, I'm just going to let him read the entire conversation because all my complaints are going to be about him. I can guarantee you that right now. And on my last day, I'm literally going to go up to him and I'm going to be like, "You are screwed. I wish you the best of luck in your life. It was not a pleasure working with you. and I'm just gonna go off on him, and I don't care if he cries or whatnot. And then I'm just gonna like walk out with my head held high. That's gonna be my last day of work when I'm done working at Publix, or when I transfer to another store. So that's what's gonna happen. I already know. I literally wrote down what I'm gonna say to this kid when I quit, because I'm so done with this kid. The only reason why I'm still working there is because they have amazing health benefits. I am ranting. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up because I want to go eat my cake and I also have to have dinner. But I love how this was supposed to be about Alan Rickman, and then it ended up being about the differences between American TV and British TV. Things from our past that you wouldn't expect Liz to know, like floppy disks or VHS tapes. So like, yeah, it was a bit of a random spiel, but in all seriousness, I do believe Alan Rickman was too young and was not. Well, he was like 70 when he died, but so I mean, he had a pretty good life, but I feel like he still had a lot to offer. I'm like out of breath. Like that whole rant. That whole rant. Just like
a movie I really liked him in, besides Harry Potter and
Die Hard,
Robin Hood, and all the other movies. Like I really liked him. Like he actually played a really good character. He wasn't, like
he was in Sweetheart too.
Oh yes, yeah. But I really liked him in Sense and Sensibility. He was just a good guy. Like he just was a plain, ordinary good guy. And I was just like, you never get to see him in this. You never get to see him in these type of roles. And I'm just like, yes.
I feel like I feel like Alan Rickman's like one of those people. Was one of those people who, like, when you see him on the street, he looks so pissed off and like he doesn't want to be talked to or anything. But I feel like once you actually start talking to him, he's such a sweet and gentle human being.
And a lot of actors have said that about him.
Like that, he was like, oh my god, yo, my costume teacher who I told you that that's teaching me right now, she's worked with some people from Harry Potter, and I'm just like, what? Like she worked with Lucius Malfoy, she's worked with him, Denzel Washington, she worked with him, and I'm like, what? Mm-hmm. But anyway, and she said, unfortunately, I did not get a chance to work with Alan Rickman, but she's heard all good things about him. But yeah, he just, I'm mad that he was taken from us. Like, yeah, and like he had 10 more years before his quote would have been,
at least.
Yeah, like that quote would have been cemented, because like I feel like on his 80th on his 80th birthday he would be reading Harry Potter, because I know I will. Like leading up to his birthday, I'm going to read all the Harry Potter books like a month before, because it's going to take me about at least a month to read all these books again. Because I'm such a slow reader. I'm going to start reading and hopefully be on the last book by the time his birthday runs around again. But I gotta rebuy the books too. I broke my window handle. If y'all are wondering what this, like, because I've been spinning it around like this for the past like hour. If y'all are wondering, it's the handle for my window. You put it on and it, like, you turn it and it gets it to open up. It's weird. I need new windows. But too many actors have been taken from us. Like this past like 5 years have sucked. We've lost so many iconic people.
Like whenever lately, whenever there's been a new death, not always, but sometimes, depending on the actor and everything, when they say they die, I'm just like, especially with what's going on in today and everything, I'm always like, okay, what'd they die of?
Yeah. When I found out at the beginning of all this, when I found out Tom Hanks had COVID, I was like, oh my god, if Tom Hanks dies, if Tom Hanks dies, I'm done. I can't.
Oh no, can't lose him.
He's such an icon. That, and oh my god, y'all, three people who are just gonna kill me, like I'm gonna die when they go, is definitely Maggie Smith, Cher, and two. But like any of my Broadway people, I'm gonna die over. But definitely, wait, what? Did you say you're not gonna?
No, I'm not gonna miss Cher.
What? Why?
Well, she's all right.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like, to be fair,
she's not that big really over here.
Yeah, that's probably why. I was like, that's. We're getting ready to do the Cher show on our theater channel soon in April. If Stephanie J. Block or any of the other cast members would email me back, I sent emails to the agencies and stuff like that to try to be all professional. But There was a magazine. Speaking of Cher, there was a magazine at work, and a little picture of her, and it says, "Cher, why won't I act my age?" And I'm like, "Bitch, you are a queen. You can do whatever the hell you want. You got enough money. You can act like however you want to act. Okay, no one's gonna at this point. No one's gonna judge you. All right, because you're like 70-something years old, and you look fantastic because of all the surgery you've had done. But she didn't go overboard like Joan Rivers did. Like Joan Rivers just looked." Like it gets to the point where like so much plastic surgery, you start to look like crap. You look fake. But I bet like now like she yeah, but when I think the next big one is that's gonna like make me bawl my eyes out is Maggie Smith, Naya Rivera. A part of me died with her because she was completely unexpected. Also the cast is saying that Glee's cursed now. So they're calling it the Glee curse because 3 people from that show now have died, which is not a coincidence. So, because and not only that, but they also sang at some point in the show they sang a song that had to do with how they died. So the guy who played Finn died of a drug overdose, and he had sung a song about like popping pills. And so he died so that's how he died. The guy who played Puck, hung himself because he had gotten caught with like I don't know how much child pornography on his computer. And so he hung himself, and he had sang a song about like suicide and all that, like how it's not good to do that. And then that's how he died. And Naya Rivera sang "If I Die Young," which mentions drowning in a river, and she drowned in a river. So everyone is calling it now the Glee curse. Well, at least I'm calling it the Glee curse because it is. It's the cast is saying that the show is cursed, but I'm calling it the Glee curse because I can't think of any other show where 3 people from that one show have died within 10 years. So I honestly have a list of who I kind of want to die next on that show because there are some characters, some actors and actresses on that show who I do not like because I've read so many bad things about them. But that and who else?
Like honestly, there is times where I will forget that certain celebrities have died.
Oh, here's one. Do you know? Did you watch Sweet Life on Deck?
What was that?
Did you ever watch Sweet Life on Deck?
It sounds familiar.
On Disney Channel with Zach and Cody going on a cruise ship.
Yeah. Yes.
You know, Kirby, the police officer on the boat. He was the school security guard, the funny guy. Hang on, let me show you a picture. You'll probably know if you see a picture of him.
Because the name sounds familiar.
Sweet Life on Deck. Ironically, his name was Kirby, and he was fat, but he was probably one of my favorite characters. He was so funny. Him. He died.
Yeah.
Yeah, he died. Yeah, he's dead. He died in 2016. He died of a heart attack.
Aww.
Yeah, I know. I liked him. I liked him a lot. But yeah, a lot of people have we've lost a lot of people, and it just, I mean, it's part of life. It sucks, especially when they're as young as like Cameron Boyce, who was 16, I believe, when he died. But he I think he died of an epileptic attack because they said something about him going in his sleep. So when they did the Last Descendants movie, they dedicated that movie to him and his family, which, oh my God, I was crying. They had a whole little memorial video of him at the end, and I was just bawling my eyes out.
Mm-hmm.
But I think, and I hate to say it, but oh wait, no, Betty White. Betty White's still alive and she's still kicking.
That's someone I think like every once lately, whenever I've seen a video of Betty White come up, I'm like,
she's still alive. I mean, I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm like, you go, Queen, because she's like almost like Alexa, how old is Betty White? I think she's 98. 99 years old. Yo, she about to January 17th. So she's 99 years old. Like she just turned 90.
Get her to 100. God, at least get her to 100.
Yo, let's get Betty White to 100. Because if so, then would have lived. Alexa, what's the equivalent of 100 years? I think it's a century.
100 years is 1,200 months.
Alexa, how long is a century? I think that might be wrong.
1 century is 100 years.
She would have lived for an entire century if she makes it. If she makes it to next year, she will have lived an entire century. Like that's just my. And also, just think about that. Like she's older than sliced bread.
I'm coming up to my half century.
What?
I'm coming up to my half century.
No. Hey, Tyler. I mean, no.
Hey, Tyler.
No, man. That and
Yeah, I'm coming up to my half century. When Walt Disney World is 50, I will have been
my knee.
Old.
How? What now?
When Walt Disney World was built and opened, I would have been 4 months old.
Oh. When's your birthday, if you don't mind me asking? You don't have to say the year, but just like when's your birthday?
June.
Okay. Oh, you know how Mike usually does like those happy birthday videos for his friends?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get one. Like he didn't do one for me, and he's done them for other people, and he didn't do one last year or the year before that. He's known me for like almost 4 years now, and I haven't gotten one happy birthday video. And I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of looking forward to it. I was like, oh my god, because he did one for I think Caroline, and I was honestly really looking forward to it. I was like, oh my gosh, this is gonna be great, and I didn't get one, and it makes me sad. Am I not special enough?
To be honest, I had asked Mike, I'm like, oh, am I gonna get a birthday video? And he was like, no, I'm gonna be with you on your birthday. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, I couldn't be with you guys on my birthday. Instead, I got coffee with my friend Shannon, which was great because I gave her a Christmas present, and she loved it, thank goodness. And then I went to Burgers and Barley's with Kyle and Ariel, and we drank, and I got a free milkshake, which was amazing. And then we went to Walmart and goofed off for the rest of my birthday. So overall, I think it was a pretty good one. Granted, with COVID going on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So speaking of,
I love that my first time back at Disney was for my birthday.
Okay, so we need a plan, and Lorna, you're more than welcome to join us. The world's biggest Harry Potter store is opening up in New York City this year, and I am going. And
I wish.
I want to go. I told my parents, like, we're gonna take as soon as the store opens up, we're gonna take a weekend off. We're gonna go up to New York. I don't care. Oh, even if it's a day, I will get on a 1 a.m. flight to New York City. I will drive up at 1 a.m. to New York City just to go to that store and then drive home that same day. I will do that. And it means I can go to this store and buy some Harry Potter shit. Because I can't even imagine the fact that it's going to be the world's largest Harry Potter. I can't even imagine the kind of stuff that they're going to have there. I'm going to need to save up a whole bunch of money so I can afford to go. And I'm just so excited. I'm sorry. That just popped in my head. But also, me and my friends are trying to do a Harry Potter photo shoot, and I low-key kind of want to do. I need to get new. I want to do Bellatrix and Snape. But I don't think I have the. I don't think I have the face for Snape. But I can do like contouring to make myself look thin. Like I can do a little contouring right here to make my face look thinner to do Bellatrix. But and also. How tall? Wait, I wonder how. I'm just gonna start looking up random facts. How tall was? Hang on, Alan. I'm gonna look up how tall was Alan Rickman. Oh, dang, he was tall. He was, huh? Again? He was 70.
He was 70.
Oh my gosh, he's tall. He's 6'1". Okay, I see you, Alan. Okay, how tall is Maggie Smith?
Not very.
How old? How old? How tall is Maggie Smith? Oh, she's 68. Dang, but I want to know her height. She's 5'5". I was very happy when I found out I was taller than Idina Menzel. And how tall is Kevin Hart? Oh my god, He's 5'4". Oh, Kevin. Oh wait, how old is Danny DeVito now? I'm sorry, what?
I found out that Christina Ricci is the same height as me. So there's times where I love watching her in movies. I'm like, oh, that would be my height. I would be I'm 5'1".
I know I'm dang Will Ferrell. Oh my god, Will Ferrell is 6'3". No, I was watching a SNL the other night, and I came across the Jim Carrey episode, and I watched it because I love Jim Carrey. And he was like talking about how, oh, this year was absolute crap. This past year was absolute shit, and blah blah blah. Who's ready for a better year? And I'm just thinking, wait till 2020, dude. Wait till you come to 2020. And he's like, we're gonna make this. No, and I was like, okay. And just for those who do not know, I am an openly proud lesbian. And he goes up to this woman who's, I can't remember her name. I think her name is it was some like plain name, but he's like, you want to make this woman count? And she's like, yes. He's like, to marry me. And he gets down on one knee, like he's like let me make my case. And she does. And he's like, well, first off, I'm Jim Carrey, so that means a lot of moolah. And I'm just thinking, bitch, I would have said yes, man. I would say yes to Jim Carrey. If Jim Carrey proposed to me, I would be saying, hell yes, let's go to the chapel, make this thing official. Because you would have a very funny life with him. Like, he would be making you laugh. Like, if you're sad, he will make you laugh. Like,
but he has had like a very depressed life and everything, you know.
I know, yeah.
He's had to take a step back and, you know, like not be the quote unquote Jim Carrey, you know. He's got to find out what makes him happy and, you know, like still be funny and everything.
Yeah,
and
he took a break from he took a big long break from movies.
Like he has to do something creative. Like, he's someone who feels like he needs to have some kind of outlet and everything. Like he paints a lot.
Oh my god.
Yeah, lots of creative people have depressive streaks.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, like, okay, so his last thing he did was Dark Crimes, and that was back in 2016. And then his newest thing is Sonic as Mr. Robotnik on, and that just came out last year. And then SNL 2020. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be. Oh my god, y'all, he's gonna be playing Joe Biden. Oh my god, this is gonna be. I can't wait to see this. It's gonna be fun. See, that was the best part about 2016. As much as I hated the election with Trump and Hillary, let's be real. SNL came up with some funny ass skits with that debate. Like, the electoral debate that SNL did was so funny. I loved them. And so I'm expecting a lot of funny skits from SNL this year. So SNL, bring your A game. But yeah, no, yeah. So wait, did Alan Rickman ever host SNL?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. I would have been funny to see him do SNL.
I'm gonna have to excuse myself because it's nearly 3:00 in the morning. So
oh well,
so I hope
okay.
you'll forgive
stay
me.
safe, okay? Big applause for Lorna for staying up till like 3 a.m. to talk to us.
I'm a night person, so it's not a problem. But
same.
I'm tired, so I need to get some rest.
All right, go ahead, Lorna. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, no worries. Nice chatting.
Yeah, have a great morning, I guess. Now.
Morning, yeah. Yeah, we're in tomorrow already.
Yeah. So you're in the future. If you actually think about it. Good night.
Yeah, you will do.
Yep.
Night.
Yeah, good night.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the background I have on our thing? I made this especially for last night. For tonight. Hang on. I'm gonna take you and me down so you can see it. I made that from scratch, and I'm very proud of it. So I might actually keep it for a while. But I hate this. This year sucks. So far, it's just these past couple of years have I've been telling a lot of people this at school. The only the only good thing that came out of 2020 was all the amazing Broadway people we got to meet through the show. Like, I feel like that's probably one of the biggest highlights from 2020 is like all of these amazing people that we got to talk to. And hopefully we'll talk to more if they would, respond to my emails and my messages on Instagram. Like, I don't want to blow their Instagram up, but Stephanie J. Block, please, please, please. If I can just get one of y'all on the show, I will cry. I will be set for life. If I can talk to Stephanie J. Block or anybody from the Share Show or from Waitress, oh my God, if I could talk to Villain, I would die. I would be very happy. I'd be able to die happy. I just want, and also, apparently, it really annoys her when you don't say her name right. Like, if you don't know how to pronounce her name, it kind of offends her. She won't say anything, but you can tell, it annoys her a little bit. Because, I'm like, well, you're coming over to America, so I don't know what you expect. But, I know how to say your name. Villain, I know how to say your name. I've watched so many interviews of you, and I know how to say your name, so Villain, please. Why did oh my God. I just thought I saw someone behind me, and I just freaked out a little bit. Also, but yeah, so we're gonna wrap this up because I have to throw this Harry Potter crap away.
You want your cake. You want your cake.
I had to have it before 12, so that way I can still. And also, I'm gonna take a really creative picture of the. I'm gonna be like one of those basic bitches who like take pictures of their food. I don't know why I just did that. But I got like a little candle to put on top of it, and it's an edible candle. So, I'm hoping the picture comes out the way I hope it's going to come out. But yeah, so, I guess to wrap this up, Alan Rickman he was just such a phenomenal actor. He is still missed by not just the Harry Potter community, by everybody who knew who he was. And some people at work who didn't know. But he was definitely an actor who I feel like will live on. I will make sure of that. Even if I have to do an Alan Rickman stream every year, I will. And also, I plan to do one of these for Robin Williams and Naya Rivera next year. Because Naya's birthday, me and Naya have the same birthday. I share something with her that nobody else shares. We have the same birthday, so that's how I remember her birthday. But I plan on. Huh?
I have the same birthday as Michael Jackson.
Oh, we should do that. We should do one for Michael. No, actually, no. That's probably not a good idea, considering all the stuff that came out about him. So, but we should definitely do one with Robin Williams because I feel like everybody will know who he is.
Oh yeah,
he was in SVU. Did you know that?
Yes.
I love that.
When he was on that, I was like,
I flipped. I freaked out. I didn't know because I was going in blind.
In that episode, I was just like, "What?"
No, as soon as they were like, "Oh, what his character's name?" I was like, "Oh, great, some creepy old guy who's gonna be like a pedophile or whatnot." And as soon as he opens the door and I see Robin Williams, I was like, "Oh my God, I love this guy." And the fact that they used his talent to the show, like he did a lot of his voices for the show and stuff. It was fantastic. But yeah, so
another person on SVU that it took me until like literally the end of the show for me to realize who the person was Jerry Lewis on SVU. I was like, what?
Who's Jerry Lewis? And I love SVU as much as the next person, but hang on, who's Jerry Lewis? Jerry Lewis.
Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin.
Who?
Like a very, very, very famous comedian.
Okay, Jerry Lewis' next acting gig is no laughing matter. This fall, the 80-year-old comedian will play the homeless uncle of Richard. Someone please. Oh, okay. He played John Munch's uncle.
Yeah, honestly. So there, and I remember this to this day. He like at the towards the very end of the episode, all of a sudden he looks at Munch and he just goes, "We got him. We got the bad guy," or whatever. And as soon as he said that, all of a sudden I was like, "That's Jerry Lewis!" And so I had to watch the episode. So I had to watch the episode back, and I was like, "Oh, now I see it." But at first, I did not see it until that very last shot. I had no idea.
So you want to know the craziest thing I did? Okay, so there was an episode with oh god, what's her name? Hang on, I literally have to type in Babs Duffy to find out who played her. What is her name? Oh, Kathy Griffin. So she was in this episode where basically this guy was going. So this is okay. So just a little disclaimer. This is I'm about to go into a very touchy topic for a quick second before I talk about the main reason why I love this episode. But the episode is basically this guy is going around. He runs some printing company. He goes around raping lesbians to try and make them straight again. And Babs Duffy, who's played by Kathy Griffin, who is amazing in this episode, she plays a very strong activist woman who claims to be a lesbian, which is she's technically bisexual, but she's very passionate about the LGBT rights, and she is like going at the NYPD for not doing their job to protect lesbians and blah 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 blah. And so there's there's a scene, and I had found out that there's a scene where Babs, because when you look at Olivia Benson, she looks like she could be bisexual, like easily, like especially like in older episodes, she looks like she could be bisexual by all means. Like in Mariska Hargitay, I respect you in all possible ways. If you're watching this, I want to meet you so badly. Anyway, and so there's a little scene where Babs has to be placed into protective custody because they think that she's gonna be the next victim of the attacker. And so she's in Babs's apartment, and Babs tries to make a move on her and tries to kiss her. And she's like, "Oh, but I'm straight," and then she points out like how, "Oh, but you look like you look like you could be a tough lesbian." Yeah, but anyway, so the point is, I found out because I was reading about shocking facts about SVU episodes that there's a scene where they actually like Mariska was like, "Oh, you know what? Let's go for it," and so they actually kiss in in the scene, but they didn't use it. They cut it because back then showing that kind of stuff on TV was not allowed. And so I'm like, oh my god, I want to see this scene. So I dug and I dug and I dug to the pits of hell on YouTube, and I found it. And it took me like 3 years to find this interview with Kathy Griffin talking about how it was like working with her and all this. And it's a funny. I'll send you the link on Instagram, and you just gotta it's so funny. But you see it. And I'm like, y'all should have just, and it's not even like a whole makeup thing. It's like a quick peck. I'm like, y'all should have just done it. Like, don't hold back. The SVU's been on, like now, I guarantee you if Babs Duffy makes another appearance, I guarantee you they'll show it. Christopher Maloney is actually coming back for an episode for a spinoff called SVU. Oh, wait, am I allowed to say this? Yeah, I guess so. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, whatever. SVU Organized Crimes, which is like terrorist organizations and all that, dealing with them. Christopher Maloney is coming back to SVU to kick off the series. Who I know somebody I work with, his niece is playing one of the main characters in SVU and Organized Crimes, and I'm like, oh my god. Okay, and I look at him like, if she meets Mariska Hargitay, you have to tell her that like I need to meet her. I don't care if I FaceTime her. I just want to say hi to her. I just want to hear her say my name. And like I know okay, and just think about this for a second. I know every single episode of SVU by heart. Like if you tell me a season and an episode, I can tell you exactly what happens in that episode. I can tell you who the criminal is. I can tell you what the crime is. I've seen all the episodes of SVU so many times because it's such a great show. And also Mariska Hargitay is a producer on it now, and I can guarantee you that show will keep running until the day she dies.
Honestly, like the last few years, I haven't been up to date with it, so I don't know any of the newer stuff.
Yeah,
but like I'm excited. When I heard about that, I was like so excited, especially because you never got like a really good farewell for him. Like all of a sudden he was just gone. It was like,
yeah, and
where'd he go?
Olivia, like she took it hard. She went to one of the interrogation rooms and just started crying. But oh my gosh, I would laugh so hard. As soon as Olivia sees her, she just slaps him across the face. She's saying, "You never said goodbye to me." I'm gonna laugh so hard because there are fans who ship Elliot and Olivia, and I'm just like, no man, they just let them be. They're good friends, but I stopped watching it.
I felt like they had a attraction to each other, but I felt like okay, it's never.
Definitely,
it's never gonna happen.
Oh yeah, it's like and as much as I hate it, and I am a huge I ship Swan Queen from Once Upon a Time so badly. I love I love the relationship with Emma and Regina in Once Upon a Time. It's like them, like where they have great chemistry together. If it's supposed to be romantic, if it's not supposed to be romantic, even though it's not romantic, it can be interpreted as romantic. They're just like that. Like their chemistry is so phenomenal. And I was honestly devastated when he left. That, and also Ice-T, he's still on the show too. Him and Rich are the only two remaining original casts.
Yeah.
Which is
But
amazing.
it just bugged me. It just bugged me that they never gave him like a proper farewell. Like all of a sudden, boom, he was just gone. I'm like,
yeah, same.
Like
same.
You don't do that. He's one of the main characters in the show, and you don't give him a proper farewell. Like, why did he?
See, I feel like the show at the beginning was mainly centered around Olivia and her dealing with her mom.
Mm-hmm.
And like us learning about why she wanted to join Special Victims and all that, and then it started evolving into focusing more on the squad and all of this, and then like but I guess, and I feel like with Christopher Maloney, he never got a full like closure to his story. Like, we don't know if he's gonna, when he comes back, we don't know if he's gonna be single or whatever. But I don't know. I just love going back, and I love watching the older seasons. I love the older episodes better. But I haven't watched any of this new season. I'm waiting for it all to come out, and then I'm just gonna binge it. Which actually I'm probably gonna go and watch one of the episodes tonight while I'm eating my Alan Rickman cake.
I haven't watched it. Okay, so when the one guy, like kidnapped her and everything, and was doing.
Oh, what's his name? William Lewis is his name.
Yeah.
He becomes obsessed with her.
It was short. It was like shortly after that, like where she was like having like PTSD and everything. It was shortly after that I started to slowly just not watch it as much. I don't know.
Believe it or not, I think that is the episode that got me hooked on SVU, was the William Lewis episode when I was hooked and everything. It was just like when she started dealing with the PSD and everything, like just little by little, I started not watching as much. It's like, okay, we get it. She was tortured and all that, and I get it. And show a few episodes of her dealing with PTSD, like maybe 5 episodes tops, and then let her get over it. But they dragged the PTSD thing on way too long with her. But her Olivia's son Noah is so big now, and I'm like, I remember when he was a baby. I remember when he was a kid, because when they actually casted the kid as Noah, they kept him, so he's gonna be Noah throughout the rest of the show. And oh my god, he's grown so much. Anyway, so we're gonna wrap this up because I keep saying that, but yeah, we never do, because I want to go eat my cake and I want to go watch SVU now. So,
but Alec. That's all, folks.
I can't. I'm so sorry, Porky the Pig. I don't mean any disrespect.
But yeah, Alan Rickman will always be remembered.
He will live in my heart for as long as I have his wand, which is amazing that I still have these. I got these like 10 years ago, and I still have them. Shows you how well I'm good at hiding stuff. Anyway, but yeah, so I believe in spirits, and I believe in ghosts and all that. And I don't believe in heaven, and I don't believe in hell. I don't believe in God. That is my opinion, and that's why I'm going to leave that. But
in my opinion is I disagree. But
yeah. But
you have your opinion. I have my opinion. That's it.
But for the matters of this, if Alan Rickman, if you can hear us, or if you're watching down on all of the fans who are like still celebrating your birthday, we do severely miss you. You'll always be remembered as these marvelous characters that he brought to life. And no matter who they cast as Severus Snape and this Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which is gonna suck. But what? No one is ever gonna be able to replace you. And I guess, I mean, I have nothing else to say, but He's
Always.
always will always be one of my favorite actors. Always live in our hearts, and always will make me laugh when I see you twist Harry and Ron's heads.
My favorite scene. I love it.
But I mean, and just like the background says, like even after all this time, after 5 years, we've had 5 years to get over you. After all this time, we still miss you. We still love you. I guess that sounded like a prayer almost. Oh my god! But yeah, that ended up sounding like a prayer. But yeah, no, there's nothing else really left to say. But I guess thank you for everything that you've given us as Snape, as Hans, as the sheriff of Nottingham. There it is. I was about to say Birmingham. I'm like, oh no. Lorna told me all about before you got here. She was telling me all the differences between Birmingham and Nottingham. But yeah, we miss you, and we're gonna sign off now. So have a great night, everybody. Enjoy the rest of however you're gonna celebrate Alan Rickman's birthday. If you don't care about his birthday, then enjoy the rest of your night, I guess. I'm gonna go light a candle, and I'm gonna post something on my.
To watch Harry Potter.
Yeah, I am. I'm probably going to as soon when I'm done. I'm probably gonna go back and watch the Half-Blood Prince because it has to do the most with him. That will just like find a compilation of all of his scenes and just watch that, or watch a whole bunch of things on TikTok, or because people on TikTok are probably posting stuff about his birthday right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess
Y'all have a good night.
I'm trying to think of a clever way to end this, like using, I don't know.
Always.
Okay, I'm gonna try and do this without laughing. Turn to page 394, is it? Yeah. 394. That sounded awful. I am so sorry. My lips so dry. That's why you hear the I hate that noise so much. Okay.
Try it again. Try it again and then sign off.
Okay. Making sure the mouse is on the end broadcasting so it can end as soon as I'm done. Open your books to page 300.